about that.
CG are finding fucking
Everyone's
servers or LAN.
fighting everyone.
Yeah. I want to tell you something though.
Yeah.
We found out who did the bombing or blew up Michael.
Did you find out if it was targeted directly at him or if it was at the Lucky Blocker?
As far as we know, we don't think it's a target at him. I think it's more wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
That's how it looks and how we proceed to go, you know, with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think the person who didn't know that we know it was him. But yeah.
Him? Okay.
I'm not gonna hold it back from you, you know, like Mr. Lang.
In honesty, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
You don't need to talk too much about it though. Like, I understand you trust some people, and if they want to know, like, HOA, just...
I don't plan on saying a word to anyone, KJ, unless it's Michael himself.
Yeah, well, he of course know, you know, but I guess he will tell you maybe, you know, in the future. But you don't need to say anything.
Probably.
I feel like, you know, you've been a part of Michael for a long time, and I think, you know, you should know what's happening.
Well, I had my hunch it was him anyway, right? Just from the lead up of events. He was seen leaving the area just before it happened. Then the Lucky Plucker got blown up. And then a few days later, Roosters got blown up. No, I already said that. Like, I think I had the conversation with you that I wouldn't be surprised if someone in that circle had did it.
No, we heard as well. We heard that he was down at Lucky Plucker buying food, and then before the explosion, he was sitting on the other side of the red light, basically, in his car. So we have that information, but because somebody's sitting there doesn't mean it's them, you know, but we got confirmation, so that is all we need. We know. I'm just gonna buy some fake plates while I'm here.
That's okay. Is Seaside gonna act on it, or is that not something I should know?
It's not something I want to talk about right now, to be honest with you.
Okay. That's understandable.
Everything is still in the process.
Whatever you guys do.
I think from our side now, like, we know there's two big gangs going after them, you know, and us just jumping in there will be like, you know, dogpiling on somebody, and we've been dogpiled on, and it's not, you know, a good thing, you know. Like, of course you did what you did, so you made your own bed.
Just remember, you mean the coalition that we tried to do, and it was only HOA and Seaside, and everyone else bailed out, and now all those people are like, hey, do you want to help? Where was your help earlier, huh?
Yeah, you're not wrong. So I guess, you know, future will see what we do about it, but we don't think that he knows that we know, so there's a lot of things we can do with it. But but for now, we're just watching what's happening, you know.
I think that's a very good play.
Yeah, I think so as well. I gotta be honest with you, Marie, like, from my point of view, like, I just want to blow them up and fucking rain hell, but the boys were keeping me down a little bit and said, you know, the smartest choice is to not do anything special, and I agree. It's the smartest. It's the smartest, but at the same time, man, the blood is pumping, man. It's boiling.
So I can get rid of some of that pumping blood tonight, KJ.
Oh, come on here, Marie. Come on.
Okay, sorry.
No worries.
The setup is there. Look, I think the smart play is to just like use the cards that you know and they don't.
Yeah.
And buy time.
Yeah, and there's no, like, if you want to have like an element of surprise right now, there's no element of surprise, you know. Fucking Roosters are looking like a compound, like with 12 people guarding.
They really are.
It looks like a fortress, you know what I mean? And I guess as well, when it comes to it, you know, the main dish is himself, you know, he's guarded 24/7, so
yeah.
if you're planning to do something, you know, the best way to do it is everything slows down again and it looks like the life is perfect and suddenly, you know, nobody's strange.
Yeah.
Oh, you never know.
Yeah.
See what the future brings, bud.
It's crazy. And like fucking the Ultra Street apartments are also blown up. Like everything's just,
What?
I don't know where everyone's getting all this shit from. Yeah, have you seen it?
Oh, you don't know who deals with the bombs and stuff?
Not entirely. I mean, I have some hunches, but that's just from some talks I've heard, and I'm not going to obviously.
So who's your hunches? I can.
Possibly one or either both of the Simone brothers, just from what I've seen on Twitter and shit when shit was popping off ages ago, and you know, I don't know how true that was, but you know, sometimes those things aren't just thrown out of nowhere, you know.
Yeah, I don't know when it comes to them. I guess they have some connections or whatever, but when it comes down to like people I got it from, it's more, and I guess they're like middlemen though, but I heard some names basically. Like Pigeon is one of the names. He's heavily involved, you know, in shit. I heard as well TJ from BMC. I don't know if it's...
TJ, oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I've heard of like Pigeon just being a middleman for a lot of things, so that isn't something that like is shocking.
Yeah, some middlemen, like they're middlemen for everything, you know. They're like one stop place basically. I don't like that personally, you know. I like to deal with certain, you know, it's wrong if you're if you're doing like a barbecue house, you know, and then you're serving salads. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Can one of you hop in with me though, so that truck doesn't like disappear when I go into my
Wait,
apartment?
what?
What? If I'm running a barbecue place and selling a lot of meats, it's wrong of me of having multiple dishes of salads. You know what I mean? I'm not a salad bar, if that makes sense. Yeah, of course you're gonna get salad, you know, with your dish, but
okay. Sorry, I just hadn't heard that analogy before.
Yeah, it's like if I have like if I'm you know having a fish restaurant and then you know, hey, no, I have other stuff as well. Want meat? No worries, you know. Oh, you're vegan? Yeah, no worries, I got you.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I think this went way more complicated than it had to be.
You really overcomplicated this analogy,
yeah,
KJ.
I did it a lot. I could hear it myself.
You could have just said it's like a vegan restaurant selling meat.
Yeah, that would be 10 times better. You are not wrong. I fucked up. But hey, you understood me. That's the most important thing.
I understood you. Of course I understood you.
Yeah, I'm trying to sell my LG Retro so I can get some money for you, alright? So you know.
I'm in no rush, KJ. I'm not short on money. I went to the casino today, put down 20k, and I won 100, so I'm good.
What?
Yeah.
I'm happy for you. Yeah, I'm gonna just stay away from the fucking casino, man. I think that's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
And just
I'll drive up
use
here.
money. So what else is going on now? You said you had some tea earlier.
What was the tea?
I don't know. You were talking about some tea.
Did I say the word tea?
Maybe you didn't specify the word tea, but you said you had something.
I can't remember. I think I just wanted to tell you about, you know, my seaside review.
Your seaside review, yeah.
I got an A+.
That is actually good. I think that is the highest score I heard anyone get.
It was funny. They were like, "Oh, do you think the count?" One of the questions was, "Do you think the council have like efficient meetings or something?" And I said, "No." And they're like, "Why is that?" And I said, "Because people yip yap And they're like, oh, what did KJ tell you? And I said, nothing. But I know how all meetings go in this city.
Yeah.
Nothing is just cut and dry. Everyone always has their say and always talks around in circles. And then said KJ doesn't tell me shit about Seaside and I don't tell him shit about HOA.
So we're trying to figure out, you know, if
I think they were, yeah, I think they were trying to figure out if you were leaking. But I got you, KJ.
I drop a little bit here and there, but I never talk about it per se.
Yeah, same. Like, you know, we keep our gang stuff fairly separate, which is good.
Yeah.
I think that's why we work so well, you know.
Yeah. You remember when we met up here? Long time ago. Oh, there's a police helicopter. What is that hovering over?
Roosters.
344 Rolexes. That's just my Rolexes.
I mean, it looks like it's flying away now.
Bro, you fucking robbing how many old cunts for those watches, man?
344 Rolexes?
Dude, I have a lot of shit.
Bro,
That's definitely not the book.
what is
You guys are
your
doing
life?
that, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna do it a little bit later. I think we're waiting for some people to wake up.
This guy's gonna walk out with
Okay,
200k.
good luck. I
He's gonna
hope you get
fucking
it.
bankrupt the pawn
I
shop.
hope
I
so as
believe
well.
you.
I need to find some avenues to make
And
some
they're gonna
money
go back
again.
closing
So
for another month.
They're gonna start changing prices after I keep going.
it is what
you'll
it
get
is.
there, KJ.
Yeah. I'm more, you know, for
feel like
me,
one
I'm a
of
little
them
bit
was
stressed
like
too. Like, I know you're telling me I don't need to stress it, but
55 something.
I'm trying to get, you know,
I
the
don't know,
money
it's
back
not
for.
that
I hate
much.
to owe
Probably
money to
only,
people,
like,
you know.
10 grand and stuff.
I mean, if it's really bothering you that much, you can give it back to me until you have the money. I just didn't want to deal with the asset.
No,
Broke a piece of art.
it's-
I can
That
cover
hurts my
them.
heart.
it doesn't bother me. It's more about like
Funny,
me
but when I
kind of
have, like,
like
another
stressing a little bit
65
with to
pieces,
try to get you the money, you know. I guess I will pay you in 2 different times, you know. Try to give you like a
like
2
my
million when I sell the car, and then I can give you 2 million after it. No, I would love to have the car, and you don't need to pay the asset fees. I just paid off the next one now.
Well,
It's
where
like
you at?
due in 7 days.
That's one of the other questions they asked. They were like,
Being held up,
do you have a
being-
house? And I was like, I have 2. And they're like, oh, does KJ have keys to them? And I
I
said,
didn't hear.
yeah,
What did you
technically
say?
one of them is like our, like, you know, our bang
Being
house.
held up.
Where?
And they're like, what else have you done with
Where?
KJ? And I was like, oh, I got him an
In
M5.
the truck.
I gave it to him.
Where?
Pay me back if he wants to, but he doesn't, you
Here,
know, it's
right
up
here,
to him.
behind us,
I think
behind
he
us.
will, but... And then Reggie's like, are you
Actually,
going to give me an M5? Where's mine? And I was
behind
like,
us?
well, I'm not banging you, so you're not going to get one.
Damn.
Nothing, guys. We're on the way to the pawn shop.
You guys are so freaking gullible.
It was actually a really lovely sort of thing.
No, I just
Yeah,
wanna know where
sounded
you're
pretty
at,
good.
bro.
shit, man, I was in a panic to get to you.
I feel like I
Hurrying
flubbed
up
whatever
to
the
help
word
the guys
association
robbing
thing
us.
On my
was.
way. I was on my way to help
Apparently
them
did
rob
better
you
than
real
you,
quick.
though.
Yeah.
Bro, you don't need
Yo.
to rob
Quick.
anyone for no watches, alright?
I'm sorry.
Relax,
Do you
bro.
have a radio on
Got a
you
whole
that I can
fucking
borrow because my
collection,
radio
man.
broke and the radio is so loud when I'm talking to you?
KJ.
He needs more.
Yeah, hang on, here you
I have
go.
enough.
No, he needs more.
Let me turn on the volume. There we go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, it was so loud, you know what I mean?
Reporting my stolen item.
Like, I like to have it loud when I'm doing shit so I can hear people and stuff like that. But when I'm talking to somebody, it's too loud, you know? So
Going to sleep,
Turn it
guys.
down.
Y'all have a great night.
you have a great night as well.
Have a good one.
This is where I dragged you when I first confessed to you.
Yeah.
And I tried to remember what you said and tried to copy you word for word.
I remember. Those were the days, yo. It was crazy. The thing was
So
like,
what's the...
I didn't want to interfere,
on.
you know, because you were together
Yeah.
with somebody else, but I liked you way back then, you know, a lot. But at the same time, you know, I guess I had too much respect, you know, until your friends started talking and told me like I needed to do something basically. And
You mean flop?
well, not only flop, but some, like, I think it was what was her name, the one who left HOA.
Oh, Lilith.
Yeah, Lilith, and I think maybe Ash as well, like, and somebody else.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, they told me like the way you were treated and stuff like that, and I was like, okay. Then again, I didn't want to get into the friend zone because I liked you too much for that, you know.
Oh,
It was a hard thing to do, trying to balance it.
well, look at us now, KJ.
Hey,
Married, 2 houses, got your dream car.
yeah,
I got my cow.
you got your cow, your katana.
I do have my katana. It's Subway in the house at the moment because apparently people were robbing people with katanas.
What? Why? But
I
they're
don't
very
know.
expensive though.
They are, and I didn't want that to happen, so I thought I'd just keep it in my house for a week, just to see things blow over.
Yeah, maybe smart, maybe smart. Then again, I think I told you, but I don't know when it will happen or if it will happen. But you know, Curtis told me about like we maybe need to do something because people who have the katanas need to go through like a trail or some shit, like some training exercises.
Hmm.
But yeah, what I went through with that shit, man, holy fuck. Flew me up in a helicopter. I needed to jump out. I needed to swim underwater with a like oxygen tank for a long ass time, man. It was sharks and everything.
Oh,
I
wow,
needed to combat
KJ.
all of that shit, you know. And I ended up
I need to
in,
buy one of these
what do you
things,
call it, the
man.
human labs, you know. Ended up like I was swimming from the ocean
Yeah.
into the human labs. Need to get to the
Oh,
front of it.
wow.
Yum.
In the ocean.
Yum. Yeah. And they flew me up with a helicopter onto the ocean. I needed to
You guys
swim.
have Pornhub already?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Alright, I'll
Yeah.
post in like a minute or two.
Thank you
I
for
wanna
doing
see.
that. I do love that katana.
Of course I would do it. I would do it any day of the week, you know.
Guys,
I was
the first thing to
so
say there,
like
but,
trying
I'm
to
always
find
sorry
something I
about
can get to you, you know, and it was so hard to like I try to wake up like 3 days in a row to try to meet up with Curtis to get this shit for you, and he was not around. And the day before the wedding,
Oh.
I was able to reach out to him.
Oh my god, that luck.
Yeah, so lucky. And he was like, yeah, well, because I know there's a lot of like it's not that you could just give somebody money and just get it, you know, because it has like more value than that. I'm not too,
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
into the mythology around it, but I know that you are a little bit more than me, so
Yeah.
let's go to wild side.
I've been hanging around with a lot of the like like you know how like HOA have kind of done a little shift of the high command stuff
pulling
and
up to the
everything.
function.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hanging around a lot more with Mayumi. It's actually been a lot of fun.
Oh, you having a great time?
It is, yeah. She's quickly becoming one of my favorite people to hang out with. It's just
Yeah.
nice.
So
She's like
how?
constantly singing my praises as well, which is also really lovely. I'm not used to that. People
Hey.
other than you.
Let me have a
People
gander.
kind of like
I'll move mine
forget
out of the
that,
way
you
so you
know,
can park
especially
yours
in Los
behind it.
Santos. I feel like everybody's so caught up in what they can gain or get or
Do that.
how far they can come, you know, without thinking about like people around them
Nigel,
and appreciate the moment.
Yeah,
you needed any
I'm coming
mate?
in.
Yeah.
That is one thing I love about you, you know. You're always down to just How should I put this? I was about to say something that would sound wrong as fuck, but
Go on, say it.
no, it's like we live like life, you know. It travels so fast, you know. We're traveling in the light of speed, basically forward. But to take a step back and just enjoy the moment of where you are, that's not many people that are capable of doing that. But you are one of those people.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I try and find time with that. I feel like if I didn't, I'd go insane. I see other people not doing the same thing and beginning to slowly crack under like the pressure or crack, you know, because they're stressed. And I don't know, KJ. I try really hard to look out for them or for people that I care about. And I feel like sometimes I get very little in return, you know?
Yeah.
Not that you can expect that. I mean, you know, caring about someone and loving someone, it's not supposed to be conditional.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be on the condition of if you do this for me, I do this for you.
No.
Sure, that works.
Yeah, it
That's
can
not
work in
how...
some shapes, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm more on you with that, you know what I mean? But usually what happens is like you give a lot of yourself to a lot of people, but it's kind of like rare if you get something in return. And I'm not talking about like material stuff or anything like that. It's more about
Let me see how much shit you got in there.
you give your time basically, and I'm not requesting anything, but I would appreciate you taking the time off your day of, you know, use your time on me as well, per se, you know?
No, I know exactly what you mean, KJ.
Yeah.
Yes, 7.
And that's what I, you know, love and adore about you. Even though sometimes we both are very busy and we don't get to see each other for a few days or a week or something, you always take your time out to, you know, you try and call me or you'll text me or you'll check in on me.
Hey, Sarah,
Even when
Thanksgiving
you're
was
like
good.
at war, give me, you know, you'll call me and be like, hey, I hope you're good.
Yeah. I try to.
And I appreciate that.
I fuck up sometimes though. Like some days, you know, when I know you're on a trip or whatever, you know, and I haven't seen you for a couple of days, I can forget to like send you a text, you know, but then I know you're busy and I know you kind of like don't care if I do or not, but I try to, you know, I try to just, you know, slip in a, you know, a little text here and there, you know, because
I appreciate it a lot.
I miss being able to call you up and talk to you.
Yeah, we've both been so busy lately, huh?
Yeah, we've been very busy, you know, and it's kind of good as well because we're kind of like alike very much, you know, we like to do a lot of stuff, but it's good shit in all of this madness, you know, to take the time and enjoy the life where you are at.
Yeah. How have you been going lately, KJ?
Skedaddling.
Not like stressed or anything? Not too overly
Away for smalls, but
overworked?
I don't think overworked is the... Stressed, a little bit stressed, yeah, a little bit.
I mean, yeah, you guys have had a lot of meetings lately.
Yeah.
Not my business to know what they are, but I can acknowledge the fact that it's very involved, and knowing how meetings go in this city, I can't imagine all of them have been very pleasant.
Of course not. That kind of like the role you have, you know, you need to just handle it per se.
Well, if you need me to, I can always massage that away.
Yeah. Nah, after that review, you know, I've tried to change up a little bit, but apparently, like, I don't know, maybe I do it wrong. I feel like some days, you know, it doesn't matter what you do, it's wrong anyways. Apparently, I'm standing in line too much, and if I try to, you know, go in... okay. This is kind of like an analogy. Apparently, I'm standing, like, if... I gotta put it to you how Reggie said, you know? If there's a line to a bar, will you go in front because you're who you are and you know you can get in, or will you stand in line? And for me, it's like, out of respect of the other people standing in line, I will stand in line. But apparently, you know, who I am and what I've done and, you know, where I come from, I should just go in front, per se, you know? It's not me as a person used to do that, but when I try to kind of like get out of that being in line basically and on front, like I said, maybe I do it wrong, but then, you know, it's wrong of me of doing that as well because they're not used to that, you know. Used to always see me being in line with stuff.
Yeah. Well,
It's a hard thing. I feel like I'm doesn't matter if I do this or do that, you know. It's
you're
wrong.
damned if you do,
Yeah,
damned if you don't.
It's bad either way. So
See, because yes, the way I see it, right? Oh my god, I thought that was someone behind us screaming out hello. Jesus fucking Christ.
oof.
So, the way I see it, right? Especially
Yeah.
as a high command slash count, like I'd call it council for you, right? High command for like HOA. When you're in a council position, you need to put the we before the I. You put the wellness of the gang before the wellness of yourself.
Yeah.
But at the same, so you know,
But apparently
you're
that's
bound to
wrong.
take a. It's not entirely wrong, I think personally, but also you need to take time for yourself and you need to lead by example. For instance, yes, you can take a. I'm just going to use this as an example. I don't know whether or not this is the case. Say banks or jobs and stuff, right? You take a step back to let other people in the gang to practice their skills or to get that money. But if you take that step back too many times, then you're no longer leading by example and you can be seen as just coasting or like not putting forward the effort toward the group, even though your effort is stepping aside to let the others take charge. Your job is to lead and to command and to make sure CSAP runs efficiently. Your job isn't to do the day-to-day tasks. However, your group will see you doing those day-to-day tasks. Like your group will see you in your actions more than your words sometimes.
Yeah.
So if you don't take part in those day-to-day tasks from like every now and again, you know, how are you supposed to lead by example? So it's one of those fine lines.
Yeah, it's a very fine line for me. Like I feel like, especially the role I have. Like I know that one part of you need to go by example because, like, Benji's the leader. I'm, you know, the second leader per se. So, so I can see that. But at the same time, I feel like, as the role you have is like you're more than somebody who's executing the job. You're more kind of like the manager. You know, making sure that
exactly
every avenue of the business is doing good. You know, like maybe I look at it a little bit wrong, but I think I look at CSAT as an entity, as a business, where I have different departments, you know, basically different people with different skills or different mindset and different things they're doing. And what I try to do is tap in on everything and everybody, make sure everything is running smoothly. And if there is some hiccups, I try to give my insight, you know, with my knowledge,
Hello?
whatever knowledge I can give, or just backing up what they are doing, you know, and say it's the right thing to do and just move on, or you know, move forward.
Well, that's what a council role is.
And that's what I'm doing, but I think I do that too much, you know, like I kind of like yeah, I do that too much where I should sometimes dip in on it, you know what I mean?
What did he say? I couldn't hear what he said.
He said that can
I
only
think
happen once.
obviously I'm not in
You gotta
Seaside.
double down, get in the car.
I think if you feel like
Listen,
you're
back
micromanaging too
right of
much,
the
or
car.
like you feel like you're not stepping in enough.
I don't feel like I'm micromanaging. I don't micromanage without them coming to me with something. I let everybody do their own thing until then. If I see an issue, I will call it out, and sometimes I'm wrong, sometimes I'm right. I think the biggest issue I have is like, as long as the boys can do their own thing, I let them do the thing, and I kind of like step out. But like you said, you know, I should be more active in the role of joining in on what they're doing to me, be more a part of it, you know.
Yeah, people.
If they do banks, like I haven't done banks for like a month, you know, and then people will be like, well, KJ never goes, you know what I mean? Maybe he doesn't want to do this with us, you know, maybe he's scared of getting to jail or whatever, you know. But
People,
I'm not
you're not
scared of
scared to
that.
go to jail. You're a
No, no,
Karen,
no. For me, it's more
please.
about, you know, I see the other boys needing more money and needing more experience, and I let them go. Like you
People look
said,
up to you, KJ. They
maybe some
see
people
you
do.
as a leader.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, people are going to look up to you, whether they like it or not. You're their leader. You're their council member. Maybe to alleviate this, do start getting into jobs. Like organize something a little bit more fun. You know, have a job, but put a stipulation like, "Hey, we're going to do a bank. We're going to do a bank today, except we're only going to drive in X car, or we're going to do a job today, but we are having no vehicle swaps or something." You know, make it a little bit more fun for people. Include yourself. Make it make challenges. You know, get people moving, and then to take part of those challenges yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, whoever gets the most X coin this week gets like $50,000. Guess what? I'm participating as well. You have to beat me.
Yeah.
You know, get these things help get the gang motivated. It helps get people to work together, strive for some things, common goals, like friendly competitions and stuff. These things might seem small, but I feel like sometimes, especially with a group that has grown as large as Seaside, you kind of need to do that. Otherwise, people are going to start branching off and they're going to start forming their own little cliques
Yeah.
and their own little subgroups. And I speak for this from experience. I've seen it in my own gang, and we've only just sort of recently been able to alleviate that a bit.
No, we come
And
far, you know, from where we started. Like
have.
a lot of, you know, the gangs that are around here, you know, they've been around for a long time, and we came kind of like, well, we weren't like not known in the Vagos days either, you know, like look at Vagos today and look at Vagos like after we left, you know, it haven't been the same. But there's a reason, like we were doing a lot of good things, you know. I wouldn't say like everything was good, but we were known. We were very seldom like, you know, if you do something, we were holding it down. You know, it didn't mean that we always, you know, came out on top. That's not what I'm saying. You know, it's sometimes it's not about like win or lose. It's more about holding your own and doing your own thing.
For
But
sure.
starting up Seaside, you know, with a bunch of us who left the Vagos and see where we are at today, you know, and how big the entity is and how I would say how good we're doing.
I mean,
Oh,
I've seen it all from the sidelines since the start.
hey, I got the Polito, I think.
What'd you say?
I got a Fleeka from earlier.
You guys have a
I
Volt
think I
and a
got the Polito
Polito.
coach.
Nice.
We got
You want to go and get them?
I got the Polito
Hell
coach.
yeah. So we got Vault, Fleeka, and Polito, I guess.
Yeah, we have a lot of shit to do, so we should probably get our heads
Let's
around
hop
and
down
start
to
doing
spanning
stuff.
all of it out.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's good to talk to you because, like, I know we are not sitting in the same situation when it comes to gangs, but we have the same mindset, you know, when it comes to stuff.
Yeah.
So, but how is?
I do think
Does anyone
you
know
can be too hard on
the
yourself,
steps of
KJ.
hitting
Listening to you, I think
though?
you shouldn't be so down on
Start to
yourself.
finish?
Hmm.
You can improve things, sure,
Of course, you know, like,
but don't think you're failing.
I don't think I'm failing. I never think I would fail. I wouldn't have been where I am if I've been failing. I think I've done pretty good in my life. It's more about, you know,
Damn fucking right, you done good. You have me.
hell yeah, that is the crown jewel, you know, and everything. But I feel like I become a little bit static, you know, not losing myself, but I've changed a little bit, you know, from where I came from, like the Southside vibes and stuff like that. Then there are kind of like, for me, like I'm either 100 or I'm 0. I'm never like in between, you know. If I'm standing in line, I stand in line, you know what I mean? Like I do that every day. I stand in line. If you want me to give a fuck about the line and just go up to the guy and say, hey, I'm KJ, let me in, you know, I will be that guy, but I will be that guy 100%, you know, every fucking day. And I don't think people can handle that.
I mean, I'm gonna be completely blunt here.
Mm.
At the end of the day, you're a council member. If they can't handle that, they can pull up their big human being, big boy, big girl pants, whatever, and just move along with themselves, you know?
Thing, it's like I got thick skin, but you know, like it doesn't matter how thick your skin is. Sometimes you know shit will break through, and it will do that for me as well, like everybody else.
Of course.
The other thing is like if people are talking to me a certain way and I give the same energy back, not everybody can handle that. And if I do that, you know, they're trying to demolish that you are kind of like responding, you know, the same way they're acting towards you. They're not everybody's used to that, you know, me doing that. Then they try to throw out like different words, you know, like you're angry today, or have you woke up on the wrong side. Like they're trying to kind of like dismantle who you are and why you are like you are right now.
They're trying to diminish. Honestly, it sounds like if people do that, they're trying to diminish your feelings and your authority.
Mm-hmm.
Once again,
White
you're the
side, thank you so much
council
for
fucking
23
leader,
months.
KJ.
Mm-hmm.
If you're pissed off at someone and you yell at them and they feel a kind of way, I
Hey,
mean,
you let her do
yeah, they can voice their frustrations and stuff.
Yeah. Thank you
But
so much.
you
Get some
are their
hearts.
leader. You have put them before yourself consistently and constantly. And if
Yeah.
people can't see that that's what you and the rest of the council members are doing, then I guess they're gonna have to open their eyes a little more, you know.
Yeah, I don't feel like I have any issues with like the boys and the girls. It's more about council itself, you know, how we talk to each other and how we react to each other. And I know there's a lot of gaslighting, and I can take a joke, don't get me wrong, but if you're trying to gaslight me and I answer back with a certain, you know, tone or whatever,
Energy, yeah.
doesn't need to mean that I'm angry, upset, or I woke up on the wrong side. It could be me, you know, fucking around with you as well. But like, if you're gonna throw some shit out there, you need to expect something comes in return. And especially when it comes to
100%.
me, you know, like I can take a lot of shit. I can take a lot of bullshit as well, but I will always, you know, fight back. Always been a fighter, you know. Yeah, I stand in line, but that doesn't mean, you know, I agree where the line is heading.
Yeah, I think just gotta work on that line between whether you're gonna stand in the line or if you're gonna move up to the front, and that's just on a day-by-day basis, KJ.
Yeah, you need to read the room, you
So
know, to
take
figure
it
out, yeah.
exactly. Take it is each day as it comes. I have faith in you.
Oh, trust me, I have faith in myself as well, and I believe in myself, and I believe in you, and I believe in us, and yeah, don't you get me wrong about that. And I haven't been where I am today if I didn't believe in that, you know, and of course, you know, there's always a struggle, you know, life is not easy, and it will never be easy, you know, it shouldn't be easy, you know, it should be a bunch of obstacles, and that was life is, you know what I mean, and you need to conquer them to get, you know. You need to conquer the obstacles, and you need to make sure, you know, you can go over, go under, or around it, and yeah. Slowly but steady move forward. That is what life is.
I will move forward with you, KJ.
And I move forward with you. So how is everything with you and the HOA and the new HOA, and you guys kind of like restructure? I guess there's a lot of stuff going on right now. A lot of thoughts.
There's a lot of meetings and there's a lot of kind of obviously, you know, when there's a little bit of a shake up, there's going to be some growing pains. And by growing pains, I think that's more so I think it's more so with just how some people are handling things, you know, like you gotta, you know, high command have got to learn to be high command, you know, there's a lot of meetings going on and there's a lot of thing where everyone is at, what people want to do, how they want to move forward. But I think it's Honestly, as long as HOA remain HOA at its heart, I'm going to stay with the HOA. And I have a lot of faith and trust in the people who are currently placed in their high command position. I know that some of the old guard, like the older members, taking, a little bit of a step back, but that also leaves way for the members who have been around for only like a year or so to kind of step up as well. There has been a bit of more new life brought into the group, which I like to see. I'm being supported a lot as well because I think they recognize
Yo, thank you so much
how
for the
much I've
follows,
done
guys.
for the group, how much I do, and how alone I am during these hours. So that's kind of nice to see from my point of view.
What did you say now? They are trying to be around or help you out around these hours?
Did you hear anything I said, KJ?
I missed some part of it, you gotta be honest with you.
I was debating on whether or not I should not say anything. Because you asked me a question and you immediately thought about a drink.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was thirsty. Talking too much yip yapping. I'm sorry, Mario. I'm really sorry.
You papega.
Hey, I'm your Pepega, you know.
Yeah, you sure are. The
But
TLDR is.
I know that's been a little struggle for you for a longer time, you know, being around these hours and like no members from the HOA is around.
They've acknowledged that, and some of them are waking up more often to kind of hang out with me. And they said once I've finished my mayoral stint thing, I can essentially have, if I want someone in during these times, they're pretty much going to be in, just so I have people with me. So I told them, in terms of recruitment, HOA is already very big. I don't want people to be recruiting anyone unless they're during my time. It's too big as it is. Well, not too big, like nothing wrong with the size, but I mean, you got to focus on the areas that need the strength.
It's always good when you blood, but sometimes we talked about, just step back and take the time and use the time on the people that already are there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they're doing right now. They're kind of having meetings and like checking in with people where they're at, what they want to do, how they want to move forward, where they see themselves in the group, what kind of positions and jobs and stuff they want to do, like what do people
Maybe
want to
you guys
focus
should
on.
hire Reggie, to do this internal review on everybody in the HOA.
We already had something similar to that. Ant used to do something a little similar.
Damn.
I'm still just happy I got an A+.
Hey, that is actually good though. I didn't know they were planning to interview you, gonna be honest with you.
Neither did I. I got a call and I said, oh, I'm getting food at the moment. And Reggie's like, well, you have to come. And I was like, do you guys want food? Like, what is happening? He goes, yeah, bring us food. So I went from just getting myself a meal to getting everyone food. And then he texts me
Austin,
saying,
so
why are you late? And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm bringing you all food. That's why.
Good.
I had to make it all fresh. Oh, it's funny. He rolled up on me today, like near the start of the storm.
Ooh,
He's
Reggie?
like, hey, yeah, Reggie. He rolled up, pulls up next to me and says, hey, Mari. I was like, yeah. He goes, go fuck yourself. I said, I will, and I will enjoy it. And he said, God fucking damn it, and drove away.
I think I heard him say that line 3 times today to 3 different girls, and everybody said, yeah, I do it every night.
The thing is, he says this to me nearly every day.
I didn't ask you a question. Well, it's kind of like...
He says, like, every day. Every time he tells me, and I tell him the exact same answer. Or I'll tell him, yeah, I will, and then KJ will after. And then he'll be like, ugh. And it's like, well, you need to, like, how has he not learned? He can't do that to me because that's the answer he's gonna get.
I don't know. I think it's Reggie being Reggie, to be honest with you. Oh. Hey, give me like 10 seconds, alright? I need to be in my head.
Okay.
Oh man. Gambit was good. Emma Black was good. It's everybody.
Oh, good. Did you want to go get your codes?
Oh yeah, we can do 'em.
Oh, we can go for a drive up there, and then if you need to go do your thing, we can do that, and I'll probably be back around again tomorrow. Well, I have to be back around again tomorrow.
Yeah. You know that Michael is out of ICU, yeah?
Yeah, I'm the one that took him out of ICU.
Oh. Hydrate, yeah, I got me some drink
I'm the
as
one
well.
that helped him out of the ICU.
I
I also offered him part of my liver if I needed to, but I'm not a match. He needs someone who's O negative. I already spoke to Nick about it as well, and apparently Flossie is O negative, so I mean,
Ooh.
hell.
That is a big step though.
I mean, right, livers grow back, right? Like, you just take out, it's only just a portion, right?
Yeah, but
And
still.
I spoke to the doctors, and they said, look, we can do this. They said that I'd probably feel a little tired. I can't drink or do drugs for like a month. And I'm like, well, I'm going to be deputy mayor anyway, so I probably wouldn't be doing that. So
I don't think there will be a lot of champagne and wine and stuff like that.
oh, I'll just take it home and put it in the fridge, and then you and I'll get absolutely wasted the moment I'm able to.
Yeah, when you're able to, you know, you drink like one bottle of wine and you're just passing out.
You'll come home to me like you want me to be a wine wife, you know, you'll come home and I'm on the couch with an empty bottle of wine. Hi,
Yeah.
KJ, what are you going on?
Yeah.
I had 6 glasses of wine today. Teehee, I'll be one of those girls, you have those giant cups of wine, like the big giant cups. Haha,
the
KJ,
big
I only had
ones?
the one glass, and I
Yeah, the
pulled
one
out a big
glass,
giant
yeah,
glass
but-
that holds like 2 bottles of wine.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That is crazy.
Want me to be one of those, KJ?
Yeah, it'll probably be. It'll probably be.
Oh, I mean, no, Michael and I have gotten to be pretty good friends, so I thought, you know, it was something I would do. There's a few people I would offer that sort of thing to. Not a lot. You're definitely one of them.
Same here, you know, if there's anything happen to you in the future and if you ever need a part of me or whatever, you know, so yeah, I will do the same for you.
I don't know. I have AB negative blood. Apparently that's rare.
I don't know what I got. I have no clue. I don't know, like, I don't think I have people on my emergency list. I need to do something about that.
Oh yeah,
anyway.
I need to tell Flossie that, like, because, yeah, she was sad because, like, you know, she wasn't on Michael's emergency contact list. And I was trying to cheer her up.
I called
be
it
like
out to
saying-
Michael, you know? I said, you know, I called him out, and he was like, who the fuck goes and check up on their emergency list, like, 24/7, though, and change to, like, who's on it and whatever. I said, I never done it.
Yeah, so that's it. You know, I was just trying to make her feel better about it. You know, I was like, look, it's not the end of the world if you're not on it, you know?
Doesn't mean that he doesn't, you know.
That's why I called you up yesterday and just laughed when you said no. Because the way you said it was just so blunt and straight away. You were just like, no. And then there was a pause, and then there was a, I don't even have one.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of like made me realize I should do something about that, you know.
I updated mine. I still had like Lilith and Ash on mine, so I already got rid of them.
Right.
Who's on mine at the moment? You, Rod, Girl, Ant.
Yeah, that's a good bunch of people.
Yeah, I think you can have like 3 or 4. I don't know. I had a long list, but it's just like, I guess it is what it is, you know?
Yeah, probably for me as well, it will be you and Benji.
Yeah. See, I had you because, you know, it's you. And I had, you know, someone from my high command on the list as well, because that way if I'm missing for like a few days or something, I think it's important for someone from high command to know.
Yeah. You're not wrong with that. That can be a good thing, especially when you're in a gang. What are you guys up to?
I gotta get going. So
Right. I come and link up with you guys.
it's so nice being able to catch up like this, KJ. We'll do it again real soon.
Yeah, we need like I'm gonna be honest with you, maybe a little bit selfish. I feel like I needed this, you know, like not just talk about me, but talk about you. I feel like it's been a while, you know. We've been able to catch up a little bit
selfish.
deeper. Yeah.
It's not selfish. I think we both needed it. You know, we've just been so busy.
Yeah, I've been so up in all our shit.
Yeah.
Is it Julio?
All right.
Who's this? Foster?
Hi, how's it going?
This is not Julio.
It's me, Holden. I have a warrant.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, who got a megaphone?
They are.
Yeah, like an hamster.
I don't know. I
gave mine to Rachel,
mine
you know.
Went bad. Yeah. I gave mine to Stanley.
Damn. All right. Okay, I understand. I thought it was Julio, you know. You look like him.
No, it
That's
doesn't.
the
No,
point.
Julio doesn't have those tattoos.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I think I can get away with it. I got his ID as well and his car.
You can get away with it for people who doesn't know about the tattoo and stuff, but
Yeah, I've got a note that says that it just says like, "Hi, I'm Julio. I just had dental surgery, so I can't talk much and my cheeks are swollen."
that is smart.
Yeah, I come up with things sometimes, you know. So I'm just gonna be walking around if there's someone that I don't know. I'm just, you know, just stick to yum, you know.
Yum.
Yum. Yum.
That sounds like Julio. I like it. All right, Maury.
Exactly.
Yum.
All right. Love
Yeah,
you.
see ya.
Take care. Good
I
luck.
love you too. All right. See you tomorrow.
Okay. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. All right. See ya.
Okay. Take care.
All right. Damn it. Yeah. I think this makes sense in roleplay though. For KJ. Good talk for him, you know. That is what is good between, like, I think KJ and Mari is like they always help each other, you know, in like a little bit. They understand, come from different values, and no, they have kind of like the same values. That was a good talk. Yeah, no, that was a great little RP session over there, man. Mari can read KJ like a book sometimes. Yeah, she can. KJ is very... You know when there's something not okay. He doesn't say anything about there's nothing okay, but you kind of like... You sense it very... Like he's very vocal, not vocal about it, if that makes sense. For a long time, it's necessary. Yeah, it's necessary. It's always necessary, especially when you kind of like you roleplay in a high environment as well with everything around you. We need to pay ourselves out from oil. Look at it, Oasis Oil Company. We haven't been selling so much gas lately. It's fucking amazing. Gonna pay ourselves out today. What is Benji's state ID again? 1, 2. Can't I find it here? Owner. Yeah, we're close to being a millionaire again, yeah. We've been getting some revenue from different type of shit, basically. But we become a million now. Now we're gonna pay ourselves out. Only a C contract. Trying to get some more B's. Like, we're so close to be S plus again. We have the cheaper gas now. Yeah, it seems like the gas prices went up. I think it costs like 12 down here. I need to check. $13. What? I need to check the gas prices around the city. 13. Yo, it's good.
Yo, we're gonna go to the arcade if you wanna come with.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
All right. Yeah, we're at Hayes right now. We'll probably all just go there together whenever you pull up.
Yeah. Hey, can you do me a solid before you guys go there? Can you check what the gas price is at UK Oil right now?
Yeah, I think it's 10.5. I can go double check, but I think that's what it is.
10.5?
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Yeah, if you can do that for me, because I checked.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I checked the fucking little soul, you know? The,
oh, that's like 13, isn't it?
13, yeah. I'm gonna check Marty now. X-Mark.
UK Oil is 10.5, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so because we're selling it for 11. So
11?
because I've been
11 is a good price.
Yes.
The only bad thing about OOC, the reason a lot of people don't fill up there is because people just never go there.
Yeah, like
I know the Hayes was supposed to like move or whatever, right? So obviously when that happens, it'll be different.
Yeah, no, like I know that. I know we are kind of like a place where you only fill up if you are close by and you need gas, you know? But at the same time, if you have enough gas to get into the city and they have cheaper prices, they will drive that extra mile, you know, because of that. But at the moment, like X-Mart and CG gas station is 13 a pop. And I've seen that we got recently more people filling at our gas station. I see that we've been making more money.
Oh, well, honestly, if I was you, I'll just leave it the way it is then.
Yeah, we have 11. Like, I could set it up to 12 as well, but if ours is 11 and UK Oil is 10.5, it doesn't matter to, you know, like 50 cents. It doesn't matter. People don't care about that. So we can have it at 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta
by the way, you know the Elegy?
Yeah.
How much are you looking to sell that for? Because right now, I might be able to buy a 6-star Sentinel today.
Yeah.
And there's been times where you have not been awake, and I've seen people tweeting buying Elegy Retro Custom. But obviously, I haven't been wanting to sell it because I don't know how much you want for it. So, like, how much? So how about this? You tell me how much your absolute lowest price you would ever go to us on it, and tell me how much you would like to try and get for it. And I'll try and sell it for you if you're not around.
Lowest. Yeah, let me think here now. Absolute lowest. It will probably be, I don't know, like 1.6 maybe is the absolute lowest.
1.6 is the absolute lowest you'll go for it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't.
Let me guess. You're trying to get like 1.8 probably.
Yeah, I would love to try. Like, if people are trying to buy the car, like I would try to start at 2. You know, 2 mil. There's not many. Yeah. Try to start there, and if we can get 1.8, that would be good. And if you're able to sell it for me, I toss you like 100 grand. You know, if you sell it for 1.8.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. I'll try and get rid of it for 2 mil, and if people don't budge, I'll do 1.8, and then absolute worst case scenario, I'll do 1.6.
Yeah, that has to be worse, especially when people are looking 100%. For the car, you know. And I know we don't have anything at Mary Mushkin, and the car is good, you know. Like, you just need to find people who like that type of vehicles.
Yeah, but I won't like try and rush sell it to the first person I see. But I'll probably like take their number down, and if I don't see anything for like 2 weeks or something, I could like call them back and see if they're still interested in buying it. You know?
Yeah. Just